Hello, Marine House Whisperer, and this is the boundary wall of the land we're working on today. And I have been marking out the earth energy lines, and you will notice that the earth energy lines are really close together in this area. And you might wonder why and what earth energy lines are. Earth energy lines are where Mother Earth, Gaia, vents and absorbs for the health of the planet on which we live. So these have a detrimental energy score of -6, and I am really very surprised because I would have expected considerably higher than -6. And we'll find out why in a little minute. So we're still under the trees, we're still registering a -6. Okay, and here we have a little dish of water for the hedgehogs. Now from here onwards we have a rating of -3. So why the difference? Well, that's the house I'm working on. It depends on the light as to whether you can see. But if I move across here, it will be very, very obvious as to why I am concerned. There. What do you think of that monster going across the land? I have read and have been told, and I can't bring this back in again. I've been read and told that if you hold a fluorescent light up when you're under the power lines, that light will in fact light up. So let's follow these lines. These all have a negative energy rating of -3, and you can see that they're spaced out pretty regularly, far wider apart than the ones under the trees, and this is the line that they're taking towards the house. And I figure that those trees are in actual fact protecting from the full force of the power lines above. So they're doing a stellar job. And these energy lines go right through there, right through to the fence itself. An alternative view of the area we've just mapped out. If I expand that, hopefully you can see the wind turbines. They don't have a negative energy on the land. The same can't be said for that pylon. So there I have mapped out quite widely spaced earth energy lines with a negative rating of -3. The football doesn't count. And when we get under the trees, we have a negative rating of -6, only -6, because the trees are protecting us from the worst effects of the pylon, which is over there. So those trees are serving a very useful function. Overnight, I have worked with the people who help me, the energies who help me, on healing these lines, and we'll discover that healing in a little while. Some 16 hours ago, with the people who help me, my helpers, you can see that there's no negative energy. Those markers have been removed. But we do have markers here, and I have dowsed this under there as having a negative energy rating of 1, of 2, of 3, of 4, of 5 and 6, and we'll just come down to here, and these have maintained a negative energy count rating of 6 all the way through, and you can see that they become closer and closer together as the power lines above are more directly above. Interesting. So it would be really interesting to dowse this again in 6 months' time, in a year's time. Oh, I've just found a bract fungus. So we'll have those as well, because I'm quite interested in fungi. And while I probably won't be here in 6 months' time to a year's time, I will quite simply dowse the plans, the paper plans. So it is more interesting for me to dowse on site and to heal on site, because quite frankly I can't actually feel the energy. Maybe I'm not sensitive to this energy, or maybe it's a day when I'm not feeling particularly sensitive. So to make sure that your property is as protected as is possible, then I suggest maybe a house healing survey. Thank you.
Time flies, and here is another episode of Marine House Whisperer for you to enjoy and share with your friends.